Hey guys, it's Rich with Did It Done It Right. Today we're going to be covering how to remove and install a dishwasher. Now I bought a dishwasher off of Facebook Marketplace for $50 and I reconditioned it and I want to install it today. So we're going to be covering how to pull this one out and how to install the dishwasher that I purchased. What I'm demonstrating here is left and right mounting screws. There's brackets on the left and right of this dishwasher that hold it to the cabinet. Now some dishwashers are mounted to the countertop. This one's granite, so it is not mounted to the granite. So to begin, we're going to have to remove the mounting screws, and you'll see a mounting screw on the left and on the right that hold the dishwasher into the cabinet. Okay, now we're going to remove the kick plate off the dishwasher. Now these are not screws, these are just plastic clips that you turn counterclockwise to unlock them. Then you can just kind of pop them off with your screwdriver, or you can pull them off. All right, perfect. Now we can pull the dishwasher free from the cabinet and access where the hoses go through the cabinet to connect under the sink. Now make sure that you have enough hose and fill line and power cord to where you can pull the dishwasher completely free from the cabinet. If you do not, you may have to disconnect the hoses and the fill lines and the electrical before you pull it out. This dishwasher is run directly to the disposal, and this is not a new disposal, so we won't have any issues with having to remove the knockout from the disposal. However, if you replace the disposal at the same time that you change the dishwasher and you plan on draining the dishwasher to the disposal, there's going to be a plastic knockout that you're going to have to remove on that disposal, otherwise your dishwasher will not drain. If this disposal still had the knockout in place, you would not be able to push a screwdriver into the disposal area like I'm doing here. You can see how much of the screwdriver is going into the disposal. If that plug were in place, you would feel the screwdriver hit that plug the first inch or two that you push it into the outlet. All right, this job's coming along. When you're removing your water line, make sure to do it slowly. Some of these valves on houses don't shut all the way off. You'll notice that mine drips when I get the hose off, but some don't shut off at all. And if you pull that water line off too quickly, you may have yourself a little bit of an issue with water spraying into your sink area. And you'll have to shut off the water to your house to stop it. So do it slowly. If the line is still pressurized, you'll see water streaming out as you loosen it. So I'm going to give you an inside view on the cabinet. So this is from the cabinet, showing the hoses being pulled into the dishwasher cabinet cavity. And then I'm going to show you pulling the hoses from the cavity itself, just to have a better perspective of where the hoses go and how they're run to your sink. Half this job is done, so you can see really how easy this is and how it can save you a lot of money just doing it yourself, and you know it was done right. So Bosch uses a hose bib type connection on the back of the dishwasher. You may have a 3/8 compression, but in any case, I always recommend use a new water line. We don't want any ruptures or anything like that in your home. Water pressure is constant to the dishwasher, and if you have a ruptured water line, it could flood your house while you're away. I also recommend doing water sensors, leak detectors behind the dishwasher. It could save you a lot of money if you do have a leak. Now, I always leave the dishwasher pulled out a little bit until I make all of my connections, power it up, and put water pressure to the unit. That way I can test all my fittings on the dishwasher and on the wall for any sort of drips, leaks, things like that. It can save you a lot of time and having to pull the dishwasher back out. So if you have the room and the length of hose, then leave it pulled out, hook it up, pressurize your system, put the power to it, run it through a test cycle, and check for leaks. All right, we're almost done. We're gonna hook up the water now, and with these type of compression hoses, I try not to over tighten them. So I hand tighten them as far as it'll go. Then I usually do about a turn to turn and a half. I'll put the water pressure on and I will test for leaks. If it's dripping, I'll go a quarter turn at a time to stop the leak. It's very important not to over tighten these type of hoses. One last check for leaks, and we will move on to leveling the dishwasher. I see quite a few mistakes in the field with this very thing. A lot of installers will match the dishwasher to the cabinets or to the countertop, and the countertop and the cabinets may be crooked. It's important to level the dishwasher rather than to go for the aesthetics if everything else is crooked. It's better to fix the cabinets and the countertop than it is to have a crooked dishwasher. What'll happen is the door won't seal properly or it won't shut properly, and you can have a leak out the door, or the door switch won't engage and it won't go into a wash cycle. It can develop several different types of problems. So it's important to level the dishwasher before you slide it in to the cabinet. If the mounting holes on the cabinets are now different because of the dishwasher that you're putting in, make sure to drill new pilot holes. Don't just run screws into cabinets, it'll split them. All right, everyone, we're almost done. Just the final touches. We're going to fill up the rinse aid and have a discussion about anti-siphon valves, and then we are done. Okay, what you have here is a air gap, and some homes have this. This goes to your disposal. This hose goes to your disposal, and your dishwasher drain line will come to the bottom of this. The water comes up, hits the cap, and then goes down to the disposal, creating an anti-siphon, so the water from your sink doesn't siphon back into the dishwasher. One note about these air gaps is they usually have a silver cover or a cap over them or something like that, and if you ever have water coming out of that, that means that's between here and your disposal somewhere it's plugged up and the water's hitting the top and it can't flow out fast enough and it's coming out the top. So check this line coming down to your disposal, check your disposal, make sure there's no food in it, and the attachment on your where the hose attaches to your disposal, check that for being plugged if you have water coming out of this. Sometimes when your dishwasher is not draining, you can pull this cap off just like that, and you'll see debris in here or right here where that smaller hole is, and you can remove it. Sometimes toothpicks, debris, stuff like that gets stuck right there, and it'll prevent your dishwasher from draining, and it's just a little cap with 2 clips. This is a really common service call that we run into. So if you could take care of that, then you could save yourself a service call fee and possibly labor. Then to put it back on, it just snaps back on. Just like that. Thank you, assistant. To put it back on, it snaps right back on, just like that. And then that sticks, the only portion you'll see, this is all under your sink right here, and then this sticks up from the sink with the silver cap that screws on top, or it just sticks on top right there. A little silver or black, sometimes they have different colors, white, but it'll have a cover and that just pulls off, and then you can access this.